The reason why it's a special is because a friend of mine has tried to restart his club called Ddmc. He is here in the chat with me at this very point in time. He is the one sitting at the point of the table. Please introduce yourself.
Michigan State, 29.
On my left we have... Okay, she's not there at the moment.
Kryptonite 25.
So you're Smoke 3, are you? Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
But anyhow, as you heard, Kryptonite is directly opposite me. I do have a fourth person, but I don't know whether she's at her control at this current point in time.
I don't think she is.
Alright, rightio. Can you do me a big favour and please introduce yourself to all of my viewers, please? Tell them who you are.
I'm Ddmc Promo.
Now, don't get confused with the two names, with me being Ddmc Smoke 2 and Ddmc Smoke 3. And I've just got to do one thing and then I'll continue on. Just about to find out what I hope is a yes. Anyhow, as I was saying, today is a special. It's a promo for Ddmc. Ddmc was originally Michigan's club. We closed it down to join Hell's Angels at one stage, and then everything fell apart. Now, I am retired. I actually am now, as of this afternoon, I am now actually semi-retired. They've given me semi-retired for 6 months. The reason why they've given me semi-retired for 6 months because I got in contact with Rockstar. Rockstar actually turned around and they can actually apparently they can actually warn you with shutdown or closure of your account if you're retired and you carry a patch. So I appealed to them and said to them, can they please give me a 3-month chance for doing videos just out of the blue if I do them on GTA and I am carrying a patch. So I am semi-retired, but after we get the house done and we get what's going to be happening in the future done, hopefully within 6 months, I'll be able to go back to being fully retired. At this point, as I said, and I know my fiance's watching, so she'll probably with me saying the following, as I've said a few times, I am semi-retired. That means to say I can't go into any fights, but I can help run a house. So, Michigan, can you please explain to everybody what your point is for your club?
The point is to have the whole to not do any wars. It's basically for nothing but fun.
Right. Now, when you say fun, do you mean like just bike rides and basically clowning around, as in like just general punch-ups and general zapping each other with
yes,
tasers and all that sort of stuff? But nothing too serious.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now, fair enough. I understand all that, and I'm pretty sure all my viewers do. Now, I do have one question which is has been burning me for quite some time. I had it when I had my club. This rule set in. I'm not too sure about you with your rules because, as I said, I'm semi-retired, so I'm helping you with your club to try and get both your houses going. Yes, people, there's going to be 2 houses. I'm going to be president of one of them. That's the reason why I've done what I've done. And my VP is sitting on my left, which is Ddmc Smoke 3. Michigan has his VP all sorted, but I don't know who the VP is. He hasn't told me yet. He also has, I think, either, do you have a full table or is it only a half the table sorted?
We have half. I think we have half the table sorted.
Right, now, with 2 houses coming up within a space of probably 2 weeks or so, do you have any members in your house in the mother charter that you're going to be putting in the second house, which is the one I'll be president of?
As of right now, we're trying to figure that stuff out.
Right, yeah. Now, do you mind going for a ride down to my house and sitting at the table at my place so we can discuss some more about what's going to happen with my house, or do you want to stay here, or what do you want to have? What do you
we
want
can
to do?
stay here for a couple more minutes, and then we can ride to your house and
right, now
figure your stuff out there.
Right, yeah. Now, with your house, how many members I mean, you've obviously got to have you've got to have, with each house, you've got to have at least 9 members on the table. Now, as you can probably see, this is the stupid part. When they brought in the MC part, they've got 8 chairs, and everybody full well knows that you've got to have an odd number in the way of your votes, because if you have an even number, it's always going to be a hung parliament sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So basically, you can't have 8 people and you have 4 people vote for a ride and 4 people vote against it. It's either got to be 4 people vote for a ride and 4 people or 5 people against it, which means it won't be going ahead. But if it's 4 against and 4 for it, then that's a hung parliament, as I said. But if it's 5 for it, then you'll be going for the ride.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure that you've got 9 people, or in the case of you can actually try and cut it down to 7. And I could do the same thing with my house. You can cut it down to 7 because generally, I mean, it's a bit... when they brought this out, correct me if I'm wrong, when they did this, it was a good idea, but doing it the way they did it, where you have 8 people at the table, was a bit stupid.
Yeah.
When everybody knows full well that it's got to have 9 people at the table because of the situation with an actual club. If anybody actually watched Sons of Anarchy, the TV show, and if had they ever Googled any motorcycle clubs, like say any 1% motorcycle clubs, like say for example Hell's Angels, or they Googled something about motorcycle clubs in general to give people the idea of what would happen at the table. If they had seen the table, they would notice that there's an odd number of people sitting at the table. So that's what I don't understand. Why would you have an even number at a table when full well-known people who play this game, who are adults, like, say, for example, between the age of... because there are less people who are 15 and under playing it now from what I've seen. More people who are playing it are more 17 and older. You will get the odd 10, you will get the odd 13, you will get the odd 15, but mainly it's now 17 and up that are playing it. So basically, I mean, one of our friends, right, he told me that, I mean, you were even in the party with me. He turned around and said that he's got a member in his club that's 65 years old. He's still going strong. He's still going strong. With me, for example, I'm 50, but the worst problem is with me, my health was getting bad because of my club that I had when I was running my club. And when I say that, I don't mean I was doing a bad job. I was actually doing a very good job from what I was told by my members, including my Sergeant of Arms and everybody on my table. Smoke 3 was one of my people on my table, and she always said that I was doing a fantastic job. I always sat down with my club members and discussed what was going to happen with the club and whether we were going to go on for rides or whatnot. And we always had the meeting. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you the whole time when you had your club. I even tried pointing it out to Crypto. You don't have a meeting. You don't have a meeting every single day. You have a meeting every single weekend on a Saturday. In other words, you give people time to do whatever it is they do with their real life. In other words, you give people time to go to work. You give people time. If they're a 17-year-old and they're still in school, like say year 11 or whatever it is in the US, or year 12, and they're 18, you're going to want to give them time to do their studies while they're joining your club and doing their studies. So you're going to want to have them do that. I mean, my nephew Lucas, he doesn't play GTA, but he has heard of GTA, and my brother played GTA on PC, and my brother was going to get into clubs like I did. And he decided not to. I don't know why. He didn't say, but he just didn't want to get in. He was at the point where he just didn't want to get into clubs. And I asked him why, and he said, "Well, this is like when I was 10 years into it." I said to him, "Why didn't you get into a club?" "I did." And he said, "Oh, too many wars." I said, "Mate, look, you've got to try and stay out of wars, and people do try and do that, but you do get the odd dickhead who does start a war." And, I mean, I even told him, I've even told you, and Crypto and Smoke 3, I have been involved in quite a few wars over the period of time that I've been in clubs. My club that I had, the Rebels, were basically they were a memorial club. I started that club in honour of a friend's father, who was a member of the Rebels Motorcycle Club. And with that being said, we did memorial, if you remember, we did birthday rides, we did Christmas rides, we did Easter rides, we did rides on Memorial Day, we did rides on Armistice Day, if you remember, and they still do that, because the person who took over my club was my VP, and he's doing a really fantastic job with it. They've even got more houses than what they had when I had it. So now they get all the houses together, and they just do rides for birthdays. They still do all that. They've had a couple of clubs come towards them to see what they're like, because they've wanted to become allies with them. So that's happened. They've got a couple of allies now. But when it comes down to it, as I've said, you've got to try and make sure that you run your club the way it needs to be run, and you've got to have your meetings on a Saturday all the time. Because you can't run them you can't do them during the week.
The one that we really try to do is on the weekend.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to have it on the weekend no matter what. It's always got to be a Saturday. If it's not a Saturday, it's got to be a Friday. Because generally on a Friday, people are either coming home from work and they've got the weekend to themselves, so that's generally why you have them on a Saturday. But other than that, you've got no choice but to have it either a Sunday. Even though that's the start of the week, but try and get it on a Saturday. If you can't get it on a Saturday because all your members are busy on that Saturday, then you say, right, we'll have it the following Saturday. So you put when you do your schedule. When you do your meetings, you turn around and say to people that there's going to be by the way, people, I have no idea what's going on with Smoke 3. She could be dropped out altogether, or she could have lagged out or timed out or whatever. I don't know, because there's been problems with...
I think she has some certain thing going on.
Right, yeah, okay, fair enough. That's good. That's all good. We'll be there for her anyway. See, that's another thing I want from your club as well. And I'm going to have it. I don't care what you say. The next house that we're going to go to is my club, my house. I guarantee you this: my house is going to have a different rule to yours if you don't have the rule I'm about to say. The rule that's going to be in my house is the following, and that is this: oh, she's crying. Oh my God. Crypto, can you message her and find out if she's all right? Please, mate. So basically, that's one of the main things that I'm going to have at my clubhouse. Support. Support for your members when they're in the club. And if they have a hard time, then you'll have to have them talk to you. Try and make sure that you understand their problems. If you know what I mean, you got to put yourself out there to help them. That's what you've got to do. You've got
that's what I've been trying to do.
That's right. Yeah, but I do know that, but. Thank you for saying that, Jeff. Thank you very much, mate. You've got to try and be there for all your members, regardless of the situation. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Okay. For example, me, with what happened to me on the 7th of July, right? You guys all saw it. You guys all saw it. I went completely quiet, totally dark, and I was actually at the point where I wasn't talking to people because of what happened. Now that's going to happen again. Right. That's going to happen again, I can guarantee it. And it's going to happen the 28th, which is in about just over a week from today. It's going to happen again. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that was the funeral. So that's that. But getting it off that and talking more about your club. Your club has got a decent look at it at the moment. That's right, yeah. August 19 also, it's going to be a hard one for me as well because that was also the day she was born. So that's one of the many problems that I've got. The 28th of July and the 19th of August are going to be two of the hardest days for me now that one's gone. So, because with me and hers was on the 19th, mine is on the 21st. So you can imagine what happened. Hello. So, are you coming back or? Because okay, we're just about to head off down to the clubhouse now. As I said to you guys, the female voice you hear is UT Must Make 3. She's fallen out of the game for I don't know what reason. But we're just about to ride down to my clubhouse. So when you're ready, we can get going.
And there is one rule that we have in this club also.
And that would be.
If there is one if new people are going to be flirting with the females,
it's like I said, no flirting at all. That's one of the main rules you put in their face.
There is no toleration of that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's automatic kick. Automatic.
Yep.
Now,
automatic kick or they get dealt with?
No, it's automatic kick.
And I am the one that I will deal with them.
No, it's automatic kick. So, and after they're kicked, you can do whatever you want. Okay? Because they're no longer part of the club. So, but other than that, all the rules that we will be talking about will be put up on the board when we do have the board put up. Fairly soon, hopefully within the next week or so, Michigan is going to start promotions for his clubhouse. So you'll see more of these type of videos up and coming. I will notify you on my promo page about that. I'll also notify you through Instagram, and when I get my TikTok going again, I'll also notify you guys through my TikTok. My TikToks are going to be sort of a bit humorous, if you know what I mean. Like, there's going to be all screw ups, more than likely in the way of some of the games. If I have an accident or something like that, it's probably going to be something, I'm going to try and make them funny, but I'm also going to make some serious ones as well because of the situations that I've been in most of my life. So, actually, no, sorry, I should say all my life. Okay, now, do you want to head off down to my clubhouse, or do you want to sit here a bit longer?
Yeah, we can head to your place and we can figure out what you want to do for yours.
Right, yeah. Get up, you lazy bastard. The man with the green hair. Now, I do know my beautiful queen is watching. Hello, my baby. What the fuck? Where the fuck did my bike go?
In your clubhouse garage.
Shouldn't be. I rode it up here. I shot past Michigan like a bullet. Oh, bum.
Hey, Crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about being my VP?
What the fuck?
Honestly, I would like to, but the thing is, okay, here's an honest question. I'm just trying to figure out how to put it without sounding mean about it. How would David feel if you told him about me being your VP, asking me to be your VP? How would he feel?
He's going to be running a different. He's running his own crew.
Huh?
Yeah.
He didn't say nothing to us about it.
It's because we wanted to have DDMC and Crews and Allies going at once.
Now, if you give me half a second, people, I will be ready to roll.
Okay, I see what you mean. Do you end up sending a message to Rob about what I said?
Come again?
About my Uncle Eddie's anniversary coming up in 2 days.
No, I didn't. Let's rock.
Which way are we going? This way or the other way?
This way.
So what made David decide to start the Crews and Allies one up again? Like, what was the decision?
As far as I know, the two of them will speak. Michigan and Dave were talking about it for quite some time. The reason being is because Michigan wanted to get DDMC going again, and I'm not sure whether he told David about the second house starting up straight away. But with that being said,
I gave Crews and Allies to him because to see if he can actually run crew. If he can actually be president of his own crew.
Ow. Yeah, bite me, you.
No, I think that was your other half's job.
I said bite me.
Yeah.
I didn't say blow me.
Hey, Smoke, do you actually agree with that, or do you think I did the right thing?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say because the way David's been with his health and the way,
His heart problem and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think he's really up for the task of being the president of Cruise and Allies because with everything that's been going on, with not just him, but with everything in general, I don't think it's really the best idea for him to be doing it because
I just wanted to see how he would actually do
One at a time,
with it.
guys. One at a time. My viewers are going to want to hear both of you, but not at the same time. You do that again. You do that again, and each one of you is going to score a bullet.
As I was saying, because honestly, I don't think David's really up for the task because he did turn and say at one stage a couple of weeks back that he was thinking about hanging his patch up and retiring, but I don't know if he is going to go ahead and do that or if he's going to continue running the patch. I am not entirely sure, but he did say he was thinking of hanging it up and retiring, but because of health reasons.
Well, that's the original. That's the reason why I retired, and I've only become semi-retired to help run this house with the one that I'm starting up. As soon as I'm either 3 months into being semi-retired and got enough members in the house that I've got, I'm going to be asking one of my members on my table, and I don't care which one it is, so long as they're trustworthy. That's the main thing.
It's all about trust and respect.
So long as they're yeah, exactly. So long as they're trustworthy and loyal, then I'm going to ask them to buy the house I've got. That way, the house will continue running. Whoa, damn. Where are you going?
Going Smokes, Clubhouse.
No, I asked Crypto because he shot past me, and I was shooting up towards him, and he went straight up across the off ramp.
I was seeing if I could take a shortcut, but
Ow!
whoops.
Sorry, babe. I love this bike, but people keep cutting me off. Now, with your house and my house, with me running the second house, if with the way things are, I don't know whether you know about it, but with the way things are, yeah, beep, but back at you. With the way things are in houses, if the president of one of the houses goes to the president or the head house, one of the other houses, he's got to sit at the VP point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Let me know when you're outside.
I'm right outside.
Radio.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, I'll show you where you sit, Michigan, when you get in here. Because you're the head or the president of the Mother Charter, and this is my house. You sit here in the VP seat. Now, with my house, what I've got planned for my house is basically all the rules are going to be the same as yours. The only thing different is this. With my dress code, it's going to be basically what you see with you guys, but in the way of like jeans and whatnot, they can have jeans, they can have boots. They've got to have motorcycle boots. But if they want to wear sneakers, then they've got to ask me, obviously. But in the way of pants, it's motorcycle pants like we've got on, or jeans. Motorcycle boots are compulsory, but there can be leeway on that. In the way of leather vests and t-shirts and leather jackets, that's whatever they want to wear. They can, most will wear, I guarantee most of them will be wearing leather vests. But for the hierarchy, and I suggest you do this with your house too, the hierarchy are going to be wearing what we've got on here. It's compulsory for all hierarchy to have what we're wearing. But in the way of dress code, it's either vests or leather jacket like I've got, but that's only on, so that will come in only at certain times. The only time you really wear the leather jacket is if we're going on a memorial ride for somebody, like say someone's passed away or something like that. Other than that, jeans or leather pants like we've got or anything like that, but most of the time it's vests. That's the main thing with my house. I don't know what it's going to be like with your house. We can discuss that off after the broadcast. It's entirely up to you. And then when we do the next broadcast for the next advertising for your club and my club and this clubhouse, we will discuss that if you want. But all my motorcycles are at my main office. My motorcycle that I mainly use, or the two motorcycles I mainly use, are my Avarius and my girl's Avarius, as you probably saw. I also do use my girl's Nightblade as well as mine. So they're the four main bikes that I use. On special rides, it'll be on the special rides like memorial rides. It'll either be the Avarius with the white walls, or it will be the other one, Nightblade with the white walls. But most of the time, one of the other ones will be ridden. So if you don't mind, all right. When we do a memorial ride or a special ride, like say a birthday ride or something like that, I would like to have it done in the way of a video.
That's fine.
Because it's one way of getting exposure out there for your club to show people what you're like. Because if you do that sort of thing for your club and then other people watch my broadcasts, then that's one way you're going to be able to get your club out there. Now, for people, if they want to join your club, right, who do they get in touch with? They can't get, it's like, geez, I run one house, but the thing is, you run one house, you're the club leader. So who do they actually get in touch with? Is it you or is it David who they get in touch with?
They would have to get in touch with me.
Right. Now,
or Kryptonite 25.
Kryptonite 25, all right. Crypto, if you do have any people approach you for the club, all right, and they want to join the club, you talk to them first. But before you even say yes, you can't say yes up until such time as either president, in other words, me, or the head president, the master president of the mother house, has met them. You cannot say yes to that. You can't just say, oh yeah, okay, fair enough, you're in. Because if you do, you're out. Plain and simple. That's one thing that is not going to be tolerated in this club, especially in my house. Someone overstepping the leader.
Yeah.
That will not be tolerated. Anybody who tries that with me is going to be dealt with severely. That is it. The only other person that's allowed to second step me is my VP, my Sergeant of Arms. So, and my Sergeant of Arms is going to be, providing she wants it because she's got a high knowledge of clubs, just like I have, is Smoke 3. So if Smoke 3 wants to become my Sergeant of Arms and then help me in the way of ideas for the club, and so be it, I will try and approach somebody for VP, but the big thing is the person who's VP in my clubhouse won't necessarily have to, they will have to have a fair knowledge on clubs, but the thing is they've got to be able to still want to learn. Now, there is one thing I do want to talk to you two about off camera, because okay. I do have an idea for the club, which I do not want to mention on camera. So basically, it's going to boost our numbers. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But with my clubhouse is going to be as such. And if I were you, Michigan, I would be doing the same thing. Your clubhouse in the garage where you park your bike. Do not, and I stress this to you, do not leave all your bikes in your garage. Move your bikes around, put them in other garages, and leave one bike. And the reason why I say one bike, I mean one bike in your garage here, or like at your house, or you might want to leave it in another garage like you did with the other ones. But what you do is you make sure you know which bike is where. All my bikes are together in my office garage, for example. That's where all my bikes are. The only bike that's not there now is my baby's bike, my beautiful girl's bike. Yes, baby, I'm riding your bike. So that's, and by the way, sorry for coming off it a few times. Yes, I know. But with that being said, all my bikes stay down at my office block because that's where I spawn in. So if I were you, I'd have all your bikes spawn in at your office block, wherever it is you spawn in. Same with you, Crypto. I'd be doing the same thing. That way, and I'm also going to ask that of all the members that I have come into my house. One of the many things that I am going to have in my house, which might be slightly different, is the fact that I am going to try and run my house the way a real MC would be run, and that is everybody can come into the house or come into the club, and they don't necessarily have to have one particular bike for one particular section of the club. If you do have a crotch rocket, like a Ducati or something like that, then they are allowed to have that for a short time, up until such time as you can either get the money up for them to buy a Harley or a chopper or whatever. Because the way I want to run my club, the way I want to run my house, is I don't want to run it like you see most motorcycle clubs get it run on GTA. And it's this. I've seen this tons of times. You go into a club, you join the club, you become a prospect or you become a hang-around, and when you do that, they turn around to you and say, oh, you're only allowed to run one particular bike. You can only ride one particular bike because you're the lower rank. You're a prospect or you're a hang-around. The bike they usually make you ride is a bobber, the bobber chopper. So what my idea is, if they've got a crotch rocket, they can ride the crotch rocket for a short time up until such time as they can get themselves a Harley. Right? Now, when I say that, I mean, I don't give a... Sorry for the language, people. I don't give a flying fuck what they ride. They can ride a bobber. They can ride a Harley like I've got sitting out there, my baby's bike. They can have so long as it's not a crotch rocket after they bought their Harley, then, they can ride the crotch rocket whenever they want, providing they're not with my house. When they're not with me.
Or they're not riding... Or they're not riding with the club.
That's right. They can ride any bike they want. I don't care. But providing they're with me when they have the Harley, they have to, or their bobber or whatever bike they've got, then they have to ride that one particular bike. And they have to have...
There is one other rule that, and also when it comes to the rear MC type ways, is you never ever allowed to enter a clubhouse unless your patch is on. You cannot enter the clubhouse without your patch on, because otherwise that goes against the real MC regulations and rules.
Yes, I know, dude. I used to hang out with them.
Yeah, I know, but I'm letting your viewers know what the situation is with that as well. You cannot enter a clubhouse without your patch on, or else you immediately get spoken to.
The moment, see, with my clubhouse, I'm going to have, I don't know what you're going to do, Michigan, I really don't, because you are the mother charter, so I don't know what's going to happen with your house, but with my house, my prospects and patch members are going to be allowed in the house, but they won't be allowed in here. The only people that are going to be allowed in here are going to be...
That's the way that we're going to kind of run mine also.
Yeah, with me, the reason why I'm saying it like that is because if you look at some of these idiots who run these clubs on here, you see them have all the prospects and that standing out front. Now, if they're in a friend session, why? Do you see what I mean?
I actually have no clue.
Why would you do that? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you have a look at all these motorcycle clubs like, say, the Hells Angels or the Rebels or the Comancheros or whatever, they have these massive clubhouses and they can have up to 110 people in them or whatever, So the hierarchy come into here, they have their meeting while the rest of them are outside having drinks, talking or whatever, playing pool or whatever's at that clubhouse, or playing the arm wrestling, or standing around talking about bikes or whatever. But there is one thing they are not allowed to do, and that's this. They are not allowed to come in here, and they are not allowed to enter the chat that we are in right now. So in other words, if we start a club chat, and the club chat we start is a hierarchy club chat, that's got to be made for the hierarchy only. In other words, both tables. You have one for your table, I have one for my table. Then you have another chat, or another two chats, because it depends on how big your club's going to be. You might have a members chat or a patch members chat, and I might have a patch members chat, and then you might have a prospect chat with another, and I might have a prospects chat. You don't know, because if you have a look at what they've done, you can have 16 people in the chat. So you have 16. If you get, say, your table filled, only 8 people can be in there, or 9 people can be in there. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But also, what you do is, here's another thing that you're going to want to do. When you get your house going, all right, and this will make sure that people will understand where people sit on the tables, all right, you do the following. You take a photo of the table, all right, and then you have someone standing next to each part of the table, okay, and then you put that up, and then you put the seat number, like your numbered seats, or put whatever rank they are, and then you have the person standing next to each seat, and then it will say what rank they are in the house. And when you do that, you make sure you remember that and put it in the club wall. And then what you do also is you do what you did. You have it where you have places like you have your, on your wall you have the positions on the table, and you have all the people in there, and then what you do is you put that up on your wall every couple of weeks. If someone comes into your club, you put them on the wall, you put them in the house, you put them at the table, and you put them in the section where they're going to be. And that might be, yes, guys, it's glitched. I don't know why it does that, but still. You might have them sitting, like, say, at Sergeant of Arms, which is where Crypto's sitting. You're sitting in VP. So what you do is you have President, which would be me. This is my house, right? So you have President, which would be me, and then you have VP, which is where you're sitting, and then you have Sergeant of Arms, blah 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 down the table, right? And then what I'm going to do for my house when we get my house up and running properly, when we get my table going, I'm going to make sure that people know where they sit, and here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have me, I'm going to have President, and then just below that, I'm going to have Head of Table, and then I'm going to have my name. Then I'm going to have VP, and then I'm going to say on left of President, and then I'm going to have the person's name. Then I'm going to have another one opposite, then it's Sergeant of Arms, opposite VP, on the right of President. And then I'm going to go like that, all the way down the table. That way people will know where they sit. And their names are going to be near where they sit. That way there's going to be no confusion on where you sit. You'll know where you sit the moment you get here. In other words, no fart arsing around. Oh, where do I sit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I were you, I'd do the same thing. Find somebody who's good at doing borders and all that sort of stuff, like, for books and or whatever, and you have them write the bylaws for your club, and then you have them write the bylaws for my house, and then you have them write the we will go through the clubhouse rules from each clubhouse. All the clubhouse rules are all going to be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is when it gets down to where you're talking rules for the patched members, rules may differ there. But there is one particular rule that I'm going to force down everyone's throat in my house, and that's this. If there is a female in the house, there's no flirting at all. It's not going to be tolerated.
And that's what I'm trying to get.
You're trying to get that into your house.
Get with every house.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're going to try and get it into your house. You're going to have it in my house regardless. That's an assurance.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. I don't care anymore, because I had a friend of mine approach me a few weeks back, and he's got a girlfriend, and his girlfriend joined the club that he was in. And the next thing you know, he turns around to me and came to me and he said he was really worried. And I said, how? And he said, I'm worried that my girl's going to leave me. I said, why's that? And then he tells me. I said, well, mate, look, there's not much I can do. He said, bullshit. I said, what do you say that for? He said, you're retired. I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said, I can't do much. I said, what do you want me to do? I said, I can't do a thing. He said, oh, well, with you being retired, you can join the clubhouse and talk to whoever you want to do and help out with the club if you want to give them advice and whatever. I said, yeah, I know. So I did exactly that. I went to his club. I went to the clubhouse where he was at, and I went there with him. And he's not a table member. He's a patch member, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. He is a table member, but his girlfriend is a patch member. And she was outside minding her own business, and she came into the chat, into the clubhouse, like the table chat, and she was worried, and she said that somebody was chatting. chatting her up and talking to her and trying to get her number sort of thing, if you know what I mean. They were really flirting with her. They were really cracking onto her. And I said, all right, fair enough. Relax, I'll come. So the next thing you know, he said to his leader that he's got someone special coming up, and the person that's coming up is a retired clubhouse leader or a retired club leader. And the next thing you know, he said, okay, fair enough. I rock up, and the moment I rock up, he announced me coming in. He told him my former rank and my name, and I walk in, and the moment I walked in, everyone stood up. And they stood up out of respect. And then I said, and I just turned around and said, be seated. So they all sat back down, and I said, right, I have an understanding from, blah, 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 my friend, I said, I understand that one of your members, a patched member, is chatting up his girl. I said, if I find out that one of your members is chatting up his girl and trying to take his girl off him, there are going to be dire consequences. And the leader said to me, he says to me, right, if you're going to be like that, he goes, if you're going to be like that, get the fuck out of my house. Go on, go. I said, look, dude, you want me gone, you come outside and make me go. I said, I guarantee you I'm a hard nut. I swear to you I'm hard to get. I said, I'm one person you do not want to mess with. He said, why is that? I said, have you heard of Paleto Bay Rebels? He goes, yeah. He goes, do you know the leader? I said, yeah, you're talking to him. I said, I'm a retired member. I'm the retired leader. I used to run the house. I was the one that started that place. And he said, oh. I said, right. I said, now you let me talk to the son of the bitch who's trying to chat his girl up. So he put me into the club chat, into the patch chat, where all the patch members are. And my mate told me the name of the guy, and I was just like, right, mate, look, that girl that's in here, I said, just listen to me, because he started to goes, oh, what about the girl that's in here? I said, mate, look, that girl, Princess 45, stay away from her. I said, the reason being, I know her boyfriend. I've known her boyfriend all my life. I said, back the fuck off, or you're going to be dealing with me. He goes, oh, how do you know her? I said, well, number one, I've known her boyfriend. I've known him all my life. I said, number two, I actually set the both of them up. I said, if you get between them, you're a dead man. You're dealing with me. The leader heard me say that because he came into the chat with us. He heard me say that. And then we went back to the table chat. And when we went back to the table chat, he said, what the fuck do you mean by that? I said, if I were you dumb shit, I'd set this rule in. No flirting with female members or female members flirting with fucking male members. If that happens, you kick them out immediately. I said, his girl has been coming to me in tears, and he's been coming to me telling me what's been going on. There's been days where she hasn't even come online because of it. So the next thing you know, he put that rule in, and that rule's been in ever since, and that guy's been kicked out. He's actually been blackbanned from the club. He can't join the club anymore. That rule is now set into concrete. So that's what I'm going to do with my one. That's going to be set into concrete. That is not going anywhere. That's staying regardless.
Yeah, I have it in concrete myself.
And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to turn around and say, look, anybody who decides to second guess me, they're going to deal with my VP. Now, with my VP, if my VP turns out to be the person I hope, then they're really going to have some troubles. Mm-hmm. So that's that with that. Now, if you want, for a little bit, we can just go for a ride. I've got to go and check something in my scrapyard. So if you want to ride with me down to the scrapyard, you can. So, I mean, I'm only going to be there a little bit. Crypto, if you've got a presser, that will be handy because I might go and grab 2 cars. If I need you to get your oppressor, do so. Just wait until I tell you, because I don't know whether I'm going to need the oppressor or not. Go and stand up, you lazy bastard. So just take your motorbike for a bit, and then whatever happens, happens.
And I'll pull out my night shark if I need to.
Okie dokie. See, before you go anywhere, all right?
Yeah.
Michigan, before you go anywhere, this is what I'm talking about. See how I've only got my bike here? I've got a question for you. With your bike, how many, with your house, how many bikes of yours have you got at your house?
One.
Right. What I suggest you do is you keep it one. The reason being is because with me having it like this, if you look, there's my bike in here and my bike only. That means to say there's space for other bikes to park. So if you have all your members in the motorcycle club thing that you do, DMC, then when you come in, they can bring their bikes in as well. The only bikes that will have to stay outside will be, I don't know how many bikes this place can hold. I think it's 10, I think. But with it being like this, that's what I've got planned. All my bikes are going to stay in the main place of where my house is, like where my office is. So that, oh crap, it's raining. Whoa! Yeah, bakey. Yeah, what, bitch? What the fuck? That's probably getting electrocuted. Oh, I'm not too far away. Okay. Now, I'm hoping only to do a few cars, like say 1 or 2 cars, and that's about it. But other than that, if I have to do more than that, then so be it. Don't really feel like, when I say that, I mean I don't really want to have to go up to, I just don't feel like doing much tonight, if you know what I mean. Bite me. Ah. Oh, okay. Not every day you see someone drift a tow truck. So is there anything more you want to talk about with your club?
Honestly, we're just we play this game for fun. We don't do like wars or anything like that.
Well, that's one main thing you've got to try and stay out of, that's for sure, because people who try and start wars, man, they're just not worth it, honestly.
I know, and that's why.
Let's put it this way, they're just low pieces of shit. They're low lights.
Well, yeah, you could say it like that.
Okay, here's a question for you two guys, you and Michigan, and for your viewers. Queen talking on Messenger, and I even admitted to her that maybe for right now that I'm not still not in the right headspace and the mindset.
You never are.
I asked her an honest question, and I asked her an honest question. She actually answered it honestly, made straight up, like no hesitation. And she turned and said that I'm not ready. And I asked her why, and she goes, "Well, you said yourself that you're not ready." And I turned and said, and then I asked her if I was actually really ready. She goes, "No," and then we're still talking about it. So I asked her the first honest question, which was if she still wanted to be in a relationship with me. She kind of said maybe, but I've got to work on myself. Like that, I've got to be in the right, get back into the right headspace and mindset. So, but I want your guys' opinion on it. Do you guys think I'm making the right choice? Like just holding off on a relationship for right now.
Well, that really
myself with the mental state and mind and the headspace and mindset.
That really depends, because if you look at it, you could be in the right headspace. Now you might not even know it, but you've had a bit of a problem over the last week, and I've noticed it. And one of the many reasons why you had the problem was because of the argument you had with so many of us. And it frankly got to the point where it really started to, pardon my French, piss me off, because the argument that you had with NSWGR 3801 actually put that poor bastard in hospital, believe it or not. So he was really scared at one stage. He thought he was going to get locked up. That was his problem. He didn't know what to do because he was too sure. He wasn't too sure in. He fell out. He was in the right headspace when he was talking to you before the argument started. Then what happened with him, the poor guy, he ended up, during the argument between you and him, he ended up, oh shit, this is where you're going to you have to get your oppressor.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I'm getting my nice shark as well.
Just don't blow me up.
That's going to be a hard task.
Boys. Oh, you dog. Oh, that's it. Come here, you bitches.
Okay, the truck's like really close to where you are. Oh, fuck, no, I just blew myself up. There goes the fucking truck. Not the one that you drove, but the civilian vehicle.
Come here, you fucking dog.
I think I just blew a tanker. Yeah.
I don't like doing this with my late girlfriend, but...
Whoa! The fuck?
Oh, I'm on fire. I had to, my pressure was on fire.
They are so lucky I don't have an oppressor. What the fuck?
Well, there goes your door. Oh, fuck, now I'm going to go.
Please tell me the car's okay.
I don't know.
Go for it, Rob.
Merry Christmas, bitch.
What's up?
Baby, I'm sorry for doing this. They destroyed my truck. They're lucky they didn't destroy your bike. They even destroyed my load. What the Hey, jackass, come here. I've got something for you. Where are you? Come on. Show your face, you ugly prick. Anyway, you dopey prick. What the f... Yeah, bite me. Don't you even think about it. Oh, what? No, I'm going away. That was good. The car was fishtailing.
Oh my god.
How the hell have I got 5 stars? What?
You know what? I've had enough of this bullshit. Give me my tank.
Trust me, people, you're not going to want to be doing this for too much longer. That's it. They're done.
Oh shit.
No, they're done. No. Sorry, babe, this is turning into a war. I don't really want to do it, but it's going to happen.
It's the front of the police.
Merry Christmas, prick.
You guys might want to move out of the way.
Hey, some bitch.
No, I seriously think you might want to move out of the way.
Ooh.
Just give me cover fire so I can get back to that car.
Roger.
Every motherfucker who comes anywhere near me, you destroy them. I don't even fuck what they are.
Okay, where's the car going?
It's just here, and the truck's smoking bad. Anyway, you dopey bastard. Oh, okay, you want to play that way, do you? Mag dump, dickhead.
No.
Now they're going to cop it.
I don't know. I would like to know how. I would like to know how I ended up with 5 stars just from travelling 300 feet. I don't like killing cops because of my late girlfriend, but mate, when it gets to the point where they really piss you off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh crap.
Crypto.
Yes.
There's two tanks out now.
Out. Yeah, I'm just dodging traffic other way. Really ridiculous. I'll find where Q3 Smoke 2 is.
Three run-ins with the cops, and the biggest problem was, first one, bullshit. Second one, bullshit. Third one, bullshit. I mean, no, dude, I swear, man, that was ridiculous, because, I mean, like, how did I end up with 5 stars just by getting in my truck? And because those little motherfuckers, I wasn't able to connect to the truck, the car, the second time. And then the third time I got to the car, connected and drove off, didn't even drive 300 feet, and the idiots were attacking me. How's that possible, man? That's ridiculous. Oh shit, here we go. If you tell me you died, I swear to God, I'm gonna... Oh shit. And there's a business battle.
Yeah, let me see where it is. And it is all the way up in Toledo. But no. Sorry for my French. But no.
Here comes Rhino Tank.
What about you, Kanjali? I thought you were going to get Kanjali out.
Get on my way.
I think I'll sit here a minute. And see. Oh crap, here we go, people. I've got an idea.
Oh shit, and I just started. Here we go.
You?
Michigan?
Hello. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh! That's what a Kanjali tank does. It clears the bar for a Rhino tank to go through.
Bye-bye, Chopper.
Get off me.
Word of advice, guys, there's a roadblock up here.
Oh no.
Dude, I'm stopped.
Wow.
And now I can't. Now I can't do any work. On your knees and blow me, please.
Oh my god.
What?
You just saying that. Oh wow.
Well, you heard the cop. He goes on your knees. I said, okay, on your knees and blow me, please.
Get the fuck.
Oh crap.
Really?
Yeah, crap is good. Conversely, civilians driving, authorities driving civilian vehicles. That's real handy. Oh, now I have 3 shoppers.
Okay, so which one of you's got the Conjali?
May.
I'm a-coming.
This is Crypto Night 25.
I'm a-coming.
Yeah, there's a mess.
Yes, babe, I'll pull your bike out later, trust me. Stay right there, don't move.
Oh, what a shot! That could pop literally comes flying down.
Nosedive, straight with the chopper. Take care of the ones in front of us, dude. I'll take care of this lot.
There's a chopper in the air.
Yeah, I'll take him.
It's the front of the take down now. What the hell?
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to get off for a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, thanks for the help with the video, Michigan. As I said, mate, what we'll do is later on, sometime we'll try and get stuff organised completely for the second house off camera, and then what we'll do is we'll organise it and announce it on camera what's exactly going to happen.
Copy that.
Alrighty.
But I will see you guys here in a bit. I'll call the group in a bit.
Alright.
Okay.
We'll message you when the video's done. It's almost done as it is anyway, so...
Alright, well, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah. Well, guys, that was the leader of the club. I've come out of, I'm now semi-retired to help. Hopefully we get the second house going fairly soon. So,
Suck a banana. How about that one?
Just let that one burn, trust me. Really, Crypto said let it burn. Chop it down, chop it down, chop it down. See? Chop it down.
Dive.
Just leave him. Just leave that one.
I am. That's why I'm going for other ones.
You see him starting to cook, you leave him. Trust me. Please tell me you did not blow that up.
Yeah. Oh shit, the tank's smoking.
Leave the chopper fall. Trust me, leave the chopper fall. Really? You watch that chopper there, he'll fall any second. Oh, okay, then blow up. I was shooting his engine just a little bit further, and I was hoping he'd just, fall, not blow up. Really, Crypto? Alright guys, this is almost the end of the video. We'll be done as soon as this tank blows up. But as Michigan said, as Michigan State said, keep an eye out for him. You want to join, by all means get in contact with him. He'll point you in the right direction in the way to get to join. Go on, fall to the ground, you dope. What the? How did you? Really, dude?
He wasn't gonna fall, so
I was trying to make him. I was trying to make him spiral by hitting him in his back. See, like that. Because then when he falls, even though he's not a Black Hawk, you'll be able to yell out, "Black Hawk down! Black Hawk down!" Leave it burn, leave it burn. Really? Okay, if that was an engine explosion, damn. Now, I will be hopping out fairly soon to get killed. I just decided to have a little bit of fun because they blew up my job that I was trying to do. I don't like killing police on this game. There's a reason for that. So, sorry. The reason for that is because of what happened to me in the past about 25 years ago, so... If you want to find out what that was that happened to me 25 years ago, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and you shall find out. I'm out. As soon as I got this chopper down, I'm out. Whoops. Your tank's gonna blow, bro. I'm gonna get out and get killed.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going till it does.
No, bro, no, get out. Trust me, get out. If you get out and run and let them kill you, the tank blows up. If you let them damage the tank to the point where it gets blown up, guess what? They have to pay. I shit you not, they pay.
Oh, thanks, civilian. Just run me the fuck over.
No stars. Bye-bye. Now you watch, if you get inside your tank and it gets to the point where it's going to blow up and it's the cops doing it, you jump out before it blows up because it gets so smoky. When it blows up, guess what? You don't have stars, which means they have to pay.
Yeah, my tank's in the impound.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. They catch you. Okie dokie, smoky wokey. I'm going to grab my bike or my baby's bike and go boom boom. Yeah, go boom boom. Yes, baby, what you say there's a cat.
Yep, it went boom.
Your tank go boom?
Yeah, my tank went boom.
Oh. Yeah, whatever, cat. Yeah, whatever, cat. How have you got a bounty?
It's all civilian bike.
Aha. Do you want me to take it or do you want to keep it?
You can take it. That's what I was heading forward to anyways.
Ow. You stupid son of... Yeah, bite me, you. That ass made me come off my girl's bike. Whoa, damn. You... I'm not having a good day. Take that guy down, will you?
Yeah, that's glitchy as fuck.
Let me have a go at it.
There we go.
Yes, babe, I've given him permission to ride it. You like the way getting off it?
Yeah.
But did you notice what I did? I came close to hitting a pole.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put my girl's bike away. I'm going to go down and collect his bounty, and then I will do my bye-bye talk. Now I could do my normal suicide dive, but I'm not going to. Wee. Where are you?
I'm right here. Around the garage place.
Hello, you son of bitch. Me collect the bounty. You look like you're asleep. I shot you in the head, you fell backwards, your leg folded sideways, and you fell sideways yourself. All you needed to do was put your head under your arm, or your arm under your head, and it would look like you're asleep. Nay, nay. Oh, shit. Hello. What the fuck? You missed me completely. Come on, you pussy, where are you? Oh, you dog. At least you killed me. I haven't got a bounty now. Sorry, the cops on my ass. Have you got cops on your ass?
Yeah.
There's a way out of that.
Oh, the car landed on the top. Yeah, the cop is dead. I mean, the car on top of him. There we go.
dude, that was nose first into the face. Oh well. Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, what the fuck? I was just standing there and all of a sudden, now I've got cops on me again.
And you're just standing there.
Yeah, I was just standing there.
You poor bastard. Alright guys, I shall see you guys when I see you guys. We'll see you soon. Crypto, if you want to say goodbye, do so.
Bye-bye, guys.
I'll see you in the next one. Please do me a favour, like to some of my videos. Please do me a big favour. Subscribe to my channel, smash the notification button, and also comment on some of my videos, please. Let me know what you want me to do next time. I shall see you guys later. Smoke out.